Hello everyone, this is my video vlog episode 11. I'd like to talk today about the spirits in the world. And there's a lot of spirits in traditions connected to the African religions. The African religions basically started in ancient Africa, and a lot of slaves were brought to the Caribbean, the New World, the United States, South America, and they brought the ancient African religion with them. But they didn't have a lot of records, and they didn't have a lot of memory when it came to collective memory. But so it mixed with Christianity, it mixed with different Native American religions, and basically out of that we get Voodoo, Vodou, Haitian, Santeria, which is Cuban, and different elements of diaspora, or where the African slaves went, or were taken, basically. And luckily, a lot of it has survived in a mixture of cultures and in a mixture of religions. And the Loa are no different. The Loa are basically Haitian. That's the Haitian word for African spirits, is Loa. LWA. And there's three different kinds of Loa. One kind is Rada. That's the virtuous Loa, the ones that are ironically hard to get the attention of. But once you get their attention, they very much appreciate it and will cooperate with you very well, and they're hard to anger. And then there's the Petwo Loa, which are easy to get the attention of, but they're demonic, they're fiery, and they're easy to anger. And they're easy to get things from, but it's also very dangerous to deal with them because of how easily they're angered, and how easily they will turn against you. And then there's the Geed, the undead spirits. Basically, the Geed are kind of divided into those who rule the unclaimed dead and rule the undead in general, and the unclaimed souls. And the unclaimed souls, the unclaimed spirits, you could say, are basically the Geed that one can employ in their service. You can actually get unclaimed dead to work for you if you know how. And the highest Geed, in my opinion, is Baron Samedi, and he's the protector of the graveyard, the ferryman between worlds, between the material realm and the realm of the spiritual dead, ancestor realm. And he like a lot of the other Geed, most of the other Geed, for some reason love to party. They love to be offered things that will allow them to party from the material realm. They love to enjoy themselves, to cuss, to spit, to inhabit people in possessions, to play jokes, or to give advice that's either very funny or actually very useful. And I don't know why the Geed are like that, to be honest. I'm not well versed in the ways of the Geed. But basically, they're very necromantic, and very jovial spirits. And they're basically the undead spirits, and those who rule the undead spirits, who are undead. And so these three different kinds of Loa, the three different kinds that I'm talking about, they all are spirits. Most Vodouissants, practitioners of Voodoo, Vodou, they are either Catholic or they are connected to some form of religion that believes in one God. Now, these spirits are below this one God, and that's why they're not called gods like in other traditions, like Asatru. They're the gods. But in Vodou, there are basically the spirits, the Loa. And these spirits basically communicate with humans, protect them, influence their lives, and they have a very close relationship to those who practice Vodou. And they do not go to war with God or anything like that. They're basically under God. They're the part of the army of creation, the spirits who rule over different domains in creation. And it's a very complex system when it comes to spirits. Spirits are very much emotionally based and very much connected to the ideas of humanity. They can be connected to different ideals like confidence, humility, strength, the warrior spirit, or they can be connected to greed, anger, pain, and a will to live for oneself. It all depends on the different Loa. The Rada Loa. There's even Damballa, which is a creationary Rada Loa, who has a hand in very much of creation. He is described as being there when creation began, and knows how it works and can teach one the wisdom of creation. And that's probably the first Loa, the Rada Loa, one of the very first. And there are so many Loa. You have to really look into it to realize the scope of the different spirits. But the African traditions don't refute other religions or spiritual ideas or spiritual existences. They simply have their own spirits. And that's something about the Vodou, Voodoo, Santeria, and other African diaspora that is interesting, is that they don't refute other people's ideas. They simply know their spirits. And that's a really that's a basic understanding of the different African traditions in the New World when they came west, when they were forced to come west through slavery. But and I hope you understand a little bit more about them. And I would highly recommend you research the Loa and or the Orishas, as they're called closer to Africa, which Orishas basically means spirits. And just look into this, and maybe you can get close to some of these spirits and try to understand them like I have. It's been great benefit to me. I've learned a lot, and I've gotten close to a lot of them, and I've seen the benefits in my life, and things have materialized. Certain degrees of confidence, strength, wealth, romantic encounters, things like that. A lot of the difference between the African diaspora, African related traditions, spiritual traditions, and other spiritual traditions is that it's very results based. You will see the difference in your life, and as long as you're willing to sacrifice, some rum, some of your time, some music, some poetry, some songs, some lamps, and incense, you will see incremental increases in the things that you want in your life based on your communications with the Loa. And that's really all I want to talk about today, about the spirits of the African traditions. And please, if you enjoyed any of this or if you learned anything, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.